Hey, what's up, you guys? It's the Sweet Tea Show, and I'm back with another. This is the second season for it, so I am gonna be reviewing it. Like I said before, I always review the Love and Hip Hop franchise because that's one of my favorite shows that's on TV at this moment. Um, First of all, I want to say Happy New Year's, you guys. How was everybody New Year's? We all made it to 2019. Everybody's strong, looking good, and I don't know. Have you heard? Some people heard, some people haven't. My New Year's, it was very unexpected. I actually spent the New Year's in the hospital. Yes, I had a very nasty flu. It was called the rhino flu. If you guys haven't heard of it, look it up. Google it. I didn't even know what it was until the doctors told me. I had to look it up. It's a very common cold. It's a very nasty virus. It attacks your lungs, the mucus in your lungs, or whatnot. Yeah, I was very sick. I mean, I had a rough week. I mean, first it started off with the pink eye Friday. Had to call out from my job. Saturday, I went back to work to Busch Gardens, my other job, and I felt very hot and sweaty and overwhelmed, kind of dizzy and whatnot. And I had like this little fever. I was supposed to work 9 to 3:30 that day. I ended up going home at 1 o'clock. Came home, took a shower, took some more cough medicine because I had a sore throat that morning too when I woke up. And as I'm getting up to go back home, like I said, I drove home, took me a hot shower, rest. Boyfriend came home, whatnot, whatever. And I went back to bed that night. We bought a new bed, of course. We went to the store, bought a new bed, and bought some more cough medicine. My kids were gonna come home the next day because I got home Saturday from work, and my kids was gonna come home Sunday afternoon when I got home from work. At least I thought I was gonna go to work. Either way, make a long story short, I ended up going to bed that night, trying to go to bed, and I was gasping for air. And those of you who know me already, my fans, not my fans, sorry, my friends and family, those who really know me, they know I suffer from asthma. I was born with asthma, unfortunately. I have to take my inhaler almost every day or whenever I need of use of it. So I woke up in the middle of the night gasping for air. And let me tell you, those who've been through this, you know it's a scary ordeal. And it was the craziest thing I had to ever deal with. I had asthma attacks before, but not like this. And I told my boyfriend, look, I need to go to the hospital. My asthma pump is not working. We get to the hospital around 2 a.m. Mind you, I didn't see a doctor until 8 in the morning. Let me rewind that. We arrived at the hospital at 2 a.m., 2 in the morning, okay? Sunday morning. I didn't see a doctor until the next day when the sun was up at 8 o'clock a.m. You know how long that is to be gasping for air for somebody to see you? I was in so much pain. I was emotional. I was crying. I was scared. And at that moment, I saw the light before my eyes. I just knew that was going to be the day I was going to die. I just knew it. I had so much burning right here in the middle of my chest. It hurt to breathe. Well, it hurt to gasp for air, basically. I was like a fish out of water, just, and the more I did that, the more pain I was feeling. It was a very scary ordeal. I would have to say it was one of the most things I was scared of after giving birth to my children. Those were the only two things in life I was scared of. I was scared when I gave birth because I had a C-section, so I didn't know what complications could have went wrong, and I was scared of this. The doctors found all the mucus in my lungs. They said my lungs were infected, my chest was infected. They hooked me up with so many machines. I had monitors on top of monitors. They gave me the IV. It was just very scary. I was in the hospital for 2 days and a half, I want to say. I came home yesterday, thank God. Um, as you guys can see, the thing is a little bit better because I'm actually doing my video in my chair. And I got my phone sitting up on some covers. So if I look like I'm flopped back or whatever, it's because I got the chair kind of leaned back a little bit so you guys can see me. But I feel like this is the best way to get lighting because I know a lot of times when everybody watch my reviews, it's hard to see me in my videos because of the lighting or whatever. But I be also trying to get comfortable doing my reviews because I'm sitting up. And right now I'm doing the best I can. But back to what I was saying about The hospital, yeah, they released me yesterday. I'm doing a lot better. My breathing is okay. Still have to take my medication. They got me strictly on bed rest. However, they said I can go back to work next Monday. I cannot wait because I'm not a house person at all. I do not like being in this house longer than I have to. My house is basically for shower, laying down, and basically that's it. I'm always on the go. And I got so much ahead of me. I mean, I do want to focus on getting better. Like right now, my back is still sore. I still got little marks on me from where the IV was. So I got little band-aids on, little band-aids where it drew blood or whatever. I have to change out or whatever. Um, yeah, so I'm gonna take my time doing this video. The video might be a little longer than usual, only because I had to share my story with you guys. I wanted you guys to look like, why she like she's half dead on the video. So yeah, so that's probably why if I look sick in the face or sound sick, it's still like a little chest cold. I was gonna do my little Jason mask. Those who follow me on Instagram and Facebook saw my little Jason mask on. But I'm like, I'm not gonna do a video with that on. I want you guys to be able to hear me and be able to see my face or whatever. But trust and believe when this video is over, I'm going to put it right back on. I've been Lysol in my house to keep it sprayed so the girls don't catch no type of germs. When I'm around them, I have to put my mask on. If somebody come and visit me, I have to put my mask on. So it's very crazy. So yeah, my 2019 was something else, to be honest. But I will say, however, it taught me life cannot be taken for granted. And I never took my life for granted anyway. But what I mean by that is from now on, if I see somebody sneezing, coughing, rubbing the eye, anything, I'm automatically like, get back. I'm automatically going to be like that now. I do not want to go through that type of sickness ever again. Okay? That is the scariest thing to go through. And it's even more scary when you have a flu and you can't take care of it at home. You got to go to the doctors to fix you. So I'm just blessed to be alive. I'm blessed to be able to see my family and friends. And that's another thing. Those of you who checked on me and visit me and was there by my bedside, I love you guys to the death. You guys are my family. You're my friends. You know, everything. It means so much to me. And now I just want to get back to doing what I usually do, make this money, get this bread, get back to my job, get back to helping my friend plan her wedding because I'm supposed to be her maid of honor. Shout out to Jay, Jocelyn. That's my best friend in the world. And I'm her maid of honor. I'm going to do what I'm going to do to get you over that broom, bitch. So with that being said, let's go ahead and talk about Love and Hip Hop Miami. That's what we're really here for. Story time is over. Okay, so we open up the scene with Trina. If you see me, y'all already know. If y'all see me looking down, it's my notes. You know, I ain't gonna go all through all of them. I only go through what's interesting. And Love and Hip Hop Miami is somewhat interesting, but I ain't gonna lie. The only person I'm checking for is Bobby. I'm always here for Bobby. That's my bitch. I don't care what nobody say. But anyway, moving on. We open up the scene with Trina. She's meeting up with this music producer called Rico Love. He's having like a little talk show. Her, who is up there? I think it was I don't remember none of them girls that was up there, but they was talking about the album. Trina sits up here and says she's working on this TNT album, which is her and Trick Daddy. And it's like every season, are we gonna keep hearing about you and Trick Daddy doing music? And I'm not trying to say they're not legends. Trick Daddy and Trina go way back when I was like a little jit. Like they go back when I was my kid's age. I'm not saying they're legends, but what I'm saying is, are we really checking for them? Like I just feel like at a certain age, are we really checking for our old rappers to be the new rappers? Like we got all these new jits out here nowadays with the tattoos all on their face, and they're all they talk about is drugs and popping coochie and better cars and chains and stuff like that. And that's all cool and dandy, whatever for y'all young folks or whatever. The beat be popping. Nowadays they can't really rap. It's just a hard ass beat. But we got all these young jits out here now. Are we really trying to check for old legends? Like Trina is basically in her damn 40s almost. I believe she is. I could be wrong. Check me later. But Trick Daddy's like already like he's 65 years old in the face. Are we really trying to check for him in this music? Let's be honest. No. And honestly, I'm not gonna say Trina don't have no good music, but last time I was checking for Trina was Single Again. And I ain't gonna still to this day bop to that shit. That's still my shit. I still put it on YouTube and I play it in my phone, my headphones when I'm vibing to that shit. And I ain't nowhere near single, but I still fuck with it. I still fuck with her song with Kelly Rowland, Here We Go Again. You know, I still play her music with Keisha Cole, I Got a Thing for You. That's the only time I check for Trina. Her new music, I could care less. I mean, that's just my opinion. But I kind of feel where she's coming from. Trick does give me that situation, that vibe. I'm not gonna do nothing unless it's on my time. And it's like if y'all doing something together, it can't be always on your time. If y'all supposed to be doing this album together, y'all need to do it together. Why is she putting all in the work and you're not even doing anything? So it's like, girl, whatever. But like I said, I'm not really checking for neither one of them, so it's useless to me. So moving on from next, Young Hollywood is back. I don't know why. He called himself the young villain, and yes, he is. I really don't have nothing to say about Young Hollywood. Maybe he'll turn over a new relief this season. He walks into this Spanish restaurant. I believe that was his parents. I don't know what the hell they were talking about, but I know they were talking about food or whatnot. In come Gunplay. Gunplay looks a lot better than what he looked at last year. You could tell he'd cleaned up a lot or whatever. But he basically tells Hollywood that he's working on his album. And then he tells him that him and Kiara broke up, which I kind of knew was going to happen eventually. Because let's be honest, Gunplay put that woman through so much last year with the drug abuse. That was a strong woman to deal with such nonsense with him. So you could tell she really loved him. But he said they broke up because he was entertaining women on DMs and his DMs. He claimed that he never slept with them, but he felt like she wasn't giving him the attention. So he was trying to get attention from them. One of the girls that was DMing him supposed to be Amara Anera. And it's like, oh, Lord. So we about to sit up here and say Amara is being a whore or whatever. I don't know. But moving on from that, they show Amara, Nagra Amara. She's back. And she looks very good, very beautiful. She's traveling. She's doing her music. She's performing. She doesn't spend very much time with her mother because she's always traveling, doing her concerts, her music. And I'm going to say this, and I'm going to be done with this scene. Amara got all this going on for her. She looks great. Her wig is on point, half of the wig on point, whatever. Her music is talented. She's talented. I'm going to sit up here, and this is my opinion. I'm going to sit up here and say I want her off the show because you're doing good. We all know Love and Hip Hop taints some people's images, also depending on what you put out there. And if you're going to be out there being in people's DMs and being the mess of all of this drama and he say, she say, baby girl, that's not going to look good for your image. You show that you're doing your music. You show that you're traveling. You're showing that you're a good daughter to your mother. Let that be your image and get the fuck off this show before they run your name down to the ground to the point nobody's going to give a fuck about you, your career, or your music. And that's all I'm going to say. After her performance for the fashion show, her lawyer or whoever this guy was gives her phone. He says her mom called 10 million times. It was an emergency. So she basically had to fly out to see her mom. Basically, her mom had forgot to blow out the candle. The candle had started the smoke alarm. Her mother tried to blow out the candle and burnt her hand. So now her hand is seriously wrapped up. Amara's telling her mom how she should have been there for her and how she feels bad. And she's trying to work on her career and how she can't choose her mom. But her mom sits up here and says, I want you to work on your career. I want you to do what you have to do. Don't worry about me. Same old, same old. And you can tell Amara loves her mom. And like I said, I want to give Amara the benefit of the doubt because it's only season 2, episode 1. But something just tells me they're going to paint her as this villain this year. Like last year, they painted whatever that girl name was who kept talking about her hair and Hollywood. I feel like now the table's going to be turned and that are going to make it seem like Amara's the bad guy in this season. We get this new cast member, Jessie Woo. She's a Haitian Instagram comedy person. I will give her the benefit of the doubt. She's very beautiful and she has a lovely voice. She was singing in the church choir. She's very religious. She comes from a religious family. Her mother wants her to basically stop. Her mother's one of those strict Haitians. Her mother wants her to stop with the buffoonery on Instagram and take her church more serious. So the two talk about that. Moving on from that, Prince is back, and Prince sits up here and goes to this party for his dad. Prince sits up here with all these tears in his eyes. I didn't really care. I mean, who hasn't had a hard life growing up? Okay, we all had a hard life. Whoop-de-doo. Prince sits up here. People are still on the internet attacking him, saying he's gay. They think he's gay. I'm going to sit up here and say this. It's 2019. Prince, you're gay, you're gay. If you're not, you're not. I don't care. I mean, nowadays, straight niggas wear questionable clothes all the time. Straight niggas do questionable things all the time. So I'm just gonna go with this. Maybe he's not gay. He has gay friends, and that's fine. I have gay friends too. That doesn't make me gay. I'm fucking a whole nigga. I never licked no coochie. Never want to lick coochie. Never did any gay shit. The only gay shit I ever do is slap my friends on the behind, and they slap me on the behind. So at this point, I could care less if Prince is gay. If y'all want to run it to y'all grave, y'all run it to y'all grave. I could care less. In comes Bobby and Miami Tip. They get the party started because nobody really want to see Prince crying and whatnot. I know I didn't. And they talk about the little bit of drama that's going on between the two. And Miami Tip and Bobby talk about how Prince kind of did Bobby wrong. They showed this funny ass video of Bobby and Prince chased after each other, and Bobby ran into that wall, so he gonna fuck Prince up. Oh my God. I had to get up and take my medicine. It was so funny. I started coughing again. I said, hell no. They're not gonna play with me this season. Moving on from that. Trick Daddy Meltface is back. He's sitting up here having this barbecue outside. I think Hollywood is there, Gunplay is there, and Trina's trying to call him about the TNT album. He doesn't even answer the phone. He ain't even trying to answer the phone. He looked dead at her call and ignored that shit. Typical nigga. Again, not putting in 50-50. Again, are we really checking for these two? That's all I'm going to say. Moving on from that, we see JoJo. JoJo is back. I personally like JoJo. I don't care what nobody say. I like JoJo. So JoJo and Amara meets up. They talk about what's going on. JoJo tells Amara how she misses her. Girl, you're always traveling. I'm glad that you're back, but I know it's because of your mom. So how is your mom doing? JoJo tells, Amara tells JoJo her mom is okay. Then JoJo tells her she's still not talking. Cuts her off from the money and her mom. Her mom got a little job now. And then they talk about the whole Bobby and Prince drama, whatever. Amara basically tell her you need to stay out of it. It has nothing to do with you. Mind your business. JoJo sits up here and says that she's close to Bobby, but she know of Prince, but her and Prince ain't friends. She feel like she should hold him down. But Amara tells her to mind her business, leave it alone. Later, we see JoJo. Well, not JoJo. Well, yeah, JoJo's there. Jesse Wu has his little talk show. I think it was called Sister Lives or Sisterhood or some shit. They were all talking. You got Joy on there, Miami Tip on there, JoJo's on there, her mom is on there, and two other girls, I think. And they're all talking about their differences and talk about, have you ever did this? Have you ever did that? And at one point, JoJo mom slips out and says, well, JoJo's dating Pleasure P. I looked at like, JoJo's not an ugly woman to me. She's very beautiful, very confident. She's about her business. I don't necessarily know about Pleasure P, but I don't like Pleasure P. He just seems thirsty and hoish and try to paint this. He's a good dude when he's really he just scum. He has fuckboy tendencies to me. Okay, that's how I see it. And when the review was over, Joy was like, I never seen that coming, but he's a good dude. And I'm like, Joy, that's your friend. But let's be honest, Pleasure P is not a good dude. Okay, I'm not saying Shay handled that situation really good last year, but let's be honest, he was two-timing Shay at the end of the day with that girl and her. So I'ma just sit up here and be like, you know what? Men like that don't get no cool points in my book. Yes, Shay shouldn't have overreacted like that, but he shouldn't have been hoeing around, lean on one girl when he had another girl. You know, I'm just not here for that. So JoJo, be careful if you are dating him. She claims she's not dating him, They're not even exclusive. Uh, Somebody brings up, I think it was Joy. Joy brings up, watch out for Shay. And JoJo brings up, I'm not worried about Shay. I don't owe her anything. Me and her not friends or whatever. And so somehow the Bobby and the Prince situation come up. But I think it was Jesse Wu who brought up, well, your friend Amara, she's been all in people DMs and all this stuff. And Miami Tip joined in, and JoJo's like, no, I don't believe that, but that's my friend. I'm gonna hold her down and let her know what's going on. I don't like people like that in my circle. And Miami Tip feels some type of way. She says, well, if you don't like people like that moving in your circle, why are you being messy telling Bobby this and that and telling Prince this and that? And those two go back and forth like with a little disagreement. And next thing you know, Miami Tip just felt like, let me get up before I pop this girl in her mouth, because I don't feel like JoJo is being real as she says she is. So she gets up and leaves. And that was that in that situation. I didn't really care about that, to be honest. What else we got? Gunplay goes over to go talk to Kiara, and he's sitting up here. He don't feel like she held him down. He wants to get back with her though, but she tells him as much as she loves him and she put up with so much throughout that 4-year relationship, she basically tells him, yeah, I love you, but that doesn't give you the right to keep walking over me. And that was that. And I respected her. Yeah, you hurt, girl. Yeah, you upset. You love him, but that amount of time is no need to be disrespected and walked over. And the fact that Gunplay is too blind, he can't see that. He's looking at it as, I never had sex with these women, but it's still a simple fact. This one did so much for you, holding you down, supporting you. Keep in mind, she's not even married to you. She's obligated to walk away anytime. She stood by your side when you was in your worst. And he doesn't seem to get there. So like she said, no matter how long I knew you, no matter how long we've been together, it's not for my time to be walked all over. And I respect Kiara, and I wish more women was like that. I wish I was like that 4 or 5 years ago. I wouldn't have been the mess I was in. But every mistake is a lesson, and it's a blessing in disguise too. It only leads you to something better. Let's see. Moving on from that, we get to this anniversary of Take It to the House where Trick Daddy and Trina are performing. They do a good job. It was okay. They all look like they were dressed in little Hooters outfits, basketball team. And as the show is over, the performance is over, they play a Trina song from the TNT album, and Trick has it cut off. Trick gets all his feelings, want to control everything, cuts the music off. Somebody's like, he don't want to play that. Now it's not the time. Keep in mind, before they did the review, I'm not doing the review, before they did the performance, Trick was like telling Trina he don't want to talk about the TNT album. And all Trina was telling him was, I've been trying to reach you. We keep putting this on hold. What is going on with you? I don't want to talk about it. We got a show to do. We got people out there waiting on us to do that. So now the show is over. He cuts the music off. Trina gets all in her feelings and is just mad at everybody. She's shouting, throwing tension down, leave me alone, fuck out of here. He don't give a fuck. I don't care. All the producers had to run back there to her aid and tell her it's gonna be okay. And whoop de whoop. You know, she had her little diva moment. And like I said, I get where she's coming from because she is putting all in the work of this album. All she's been talking about this whole episode is what she been doing, how much work she been putting into it. While Trick is right here doing whatever the fuck he want to do, making excuses, ignoring her calls, not even showing up to the studio, not even giving 5 minutes of presentation in the studio, and then got the nerve to cut the music off. I can see why that's a little overwhelming. But again, I'm going to sit up here and say 1,000 times whether who agrees with me or not. Are we really checking for Trina and Trick Daddy? Y'all let me know in the comments and below. And that was tonight's episode. Tonight's episode was kind of cute. Like I said, I was only here for Bobby and them. And it looked like they was the talk of most of the season along with Amara. So we're going to see what next week brings. I will still be reviewing New York, even though I don't care too much about it. I'm going to keep continuing to do this episode 2, this season 2 Miami, even though it's going to be back-to-back reviews. Now, I'm not going to lie. Some days, I'm not going to do the reviews right on time. I might be a little tired because right now I'm on bed rest, so I can do it. But next week, I'm supposed to be back to my regular work schedule. Probably got enough strength to do work. So it's going to be hard to try to like review this day, review that day. But I'm going to get it done because I love to support my fans. I want to see how funny and cool I could be doing this show or whatever. Because this is something new to me. Like I said, I always watch YouTubers. So now I want to do it myself. So I'm not going to let you guys down. I ain't going to do it though. But I'm not going to let you guys down. And what else I want to say before I end this show? Oh yeah, there's a rumor going around. I guess it's true. Erica Mena and Safari are engaged and they're having a baby together. I didn't really look into it. It was on my phone the other day before I got really sick. So I haven't really heard nobody talk too much about it. And I never took the time to look it up and read it. I might do that on tomorrow because I got nothing else to do. So that's going to be that. But y'all let me know in the comments below what's going on with that situation. Yeah, I mean, Erica Mena is a beautiful woman, but she crazy and immature. So, and Safari, he just Safari. But y'all tell me how y'all like this video. Like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for listening to my story. Thank you for clicking this channel. And I'll catch you guys next week episode for Love and Hip Hop New York Season 9. Check you guys later. Bye.